At precisely 3:17 a.m. Universal Time Coordinated, the skies over Earth lit up with fire. Without warning, the stars blinked, and then burned. Hundreds of alien warships entered Earth's orbit using a fold space rift, disrupting satellites and shattering communication relays across multiple continents. No message, no demand, just incineration. In New York, buildings crumbled under kinetic bombardment. In Shanghai, a plasma lance vaporized the central business district. In Nairobi, Geneva, Moscow, everything that marked civilization was struck. The galactic sovereignty, a vast empire that had conquered over 1,000 worlds, considered Earth a backwater death world, rich in resources, primitive in defense. The attack was meant to be swift and absolute. A planetary pacification, they called it. They'd studied humans from afar. Disorganized, politically fractured, emotionally volatile, technologically backwards. Their logic was simple. Earth wouldn't stand a chance. They were wrong. At 03:37 a.m. UTC, the invasion stopped. Not because of mercy, but because Earth stopped allowing it. It began with a single launch. From an unregistered site deep in Antarctica, something rose into the sky. A sleek, obsidian craft cloaked in quantum-shifting armor. The aliens didn't detect it until it was within range of their command cruiser. By then, it was too late. The ship, callsign Wrath of Terra, pierced the cruiser's shielding like it was tissue, detonating its core in an eruption so violent it knocked out 5 nearby destroyers. The Wrath didn't communicate. It didn't negotiate. Simply killed. Across Earth, hidden military silos activated. Spaceports, once disguised as mining operations on the Moon and Mars, revealed their true nature. Defense satellites came online, armed with dark matter warheads, AI-driven rail cannons, and gravitational rupture bombs. Earth hadn't been unprepared. It had been hiding. The Terran Defense Initiative, TDI, had been secretly coordinated for decades under a single unifying protocol, Operation Phoenix. In public, nations bickered. In the shadows, they unified. A species known for war had done what it did best. It planned for the worst. By 3:50 a.m., alien losses numbered in the hundreds. Their ships, though superior in number, were not prepared for the tactics of a predator species evolved through millennia of conflict and survival. The Wrath of Terra was only the beginning. From beneath the oceans, subaquatic carriers emerged, human war machines built to fight in every environment. Supersonic drones swarmed through the upper atmosphere. AI commanders, unshackled from ethical limitations in times of planetary emergency, took full control of the defense grid. Human soldiers in exosuits launched into low orbit, boarding alien craft and turning the invaders' own corridors into blood-soaked hallways. Point 1 Squad, callsign Ghost 9, infiltrated the enemy flagship. The aliens, tall and insectoid with shimmering exoskeletons, expected fear. What they got was Sergeant Yara Patel. Cut through the command deck. No prisoners, she ordered, voice calm, clinical. Her team moved like wraiths, leaving behind only silence and steaming corpses. At 4:01 a.m., the last alien vessel attempted escape. A wormhole bloomed open, but before they could flee, Earth's newly activated orbital lance, Ares, fired. The beam ruptured space itself, collapsing the wormhole and detonating the fleeing cruiser in a localized black hole. By 4:05 a.m., silence reigned once more. Galactic Council emergency session. 9 hours later, chaos ruled the chamber. Species from all corners of the galaxy screeched, wailed, roared, and transmitted panic signals. The sovereignty's delegation was absent, wiped out. The footage played on every monitor. The humans had retaliated with surgical brutality. No emotion, no hesitation, just execution. The representative of the Skarn Collective, an ancient race known for cold logic, stood to address the room. We believed Earth to be a primitive, unstable world, a species barely crawling into deep space. He gestured toward the footage. Yara Patel holding a plasma blade to an alien general's throat, eyes devoid of pity. We were mistaken. A hushed dread spread through the chamber. The humans did not respond with diplomacy, nor plea. They retaliated with extinction-level force. Within 20 minutes, another delegate, shaking, whispered, "If they could do that with one planet, what if they have colonies? Fleets? Allies?" The truth was worse. They had none. Humanity had been alone. And yet they'd won. Earth Command Center 48 hours later. General Tobias Crane stood before the newly formed Terran Interstellar Command. Dozens of monitors flickered behind him. Alien transmissions, intercepted data, surveillance from deep space probes. "We received no warning," he began. "They struck without declaration, killed millions, assumed we were prey." He paused, letting the silence stretch. "They were wrong." He turned to the officers. "They thought Earth was fractured. But fear has a way of binding fractured things. They thought we had no defenses. We showed them our teeth. And they thought we'd stay down." He leaned forward. "We didn't." A comms officer raised a hand. "General, we're picking up wideband Galactic Council transmissions. They're offering a formal apology. Diplomatic channels are open. They're asking to negotiate." General Crane didn't smile. He simply nodded. "Good. Let them come." He turned toward the stars on the screen. "And let them remember,